talk to you about things I wish I knew before high school. So I'm going to go over many different categories like hallway behavior, classroom behavior, and friendships. So, and sports. Okay. I forgot to mention in the intro that I will also be doing my makeup and more than likely be looking this way but still talking to you. So first we're going to start with hallway advice. Advice I have for in the hallway. So the first thing I have is to make sure that you blare music. Like, bring a speaker to school and like forget about headphones, just like blare the music in the hallway. Especially like the most inappropriate, nastiest, dirty song you could find, like Cupquake, or not Cupquake, but Cupcake. She's the best for in the hallway. Another thing to do is to really make sure that every time that you see your boyfriend, you walk up to them and then you just start to make out with them, or like dirty talk with them, or like just make sure that you do that. The third piece of advice I have is hands down the best advice. Make sure that you run through the hallways, like run everywhere, run through the hallways, run to get to class, because you will be late if you don't. So you really have to make sure that you run to class and bump into people, like bump into everyone. It does not matter who they are, who they came from, like they could be like Northwest Kim Kardashian's daughter, run into them, like it does not matter. Yeah, that's all I have for hallway advice. Okay, next is classroom advice. The advice I have for classrooms is simple. Be as disrespectful to the teacher as you possibly can. Like, you really want to be super disrespectful and super mean to the teachers, and you just like don't show them any respect. Like, the teachers love it when you don't respect them. Talk back to them, try and prove them wrong, like Google things in the middle of class, just so that you can prove them wrong. Another thing, don't pay attention in class. Teachers hate it when you pay attention. Make sure that you don't turn any work in on time. They set due dates, but you don't really want to listen to them. You don't want them to, see yours first, because then they would have like too high expectations for the rest of the class, and that just wouldn't be fair. So just make sure that you don't do that. Never abide by due dates. Make sure that when a teacher is in a lecture, you get up and you walk out of the class. To go like to the bathroom, to go get a drink of water, to sharpen your pencil, just get up and go do something. Like, teachers love it when you do that. So you really want to make sure that you're doing that. So that's all the advice that I have for classroom. So sports advice that I have is you don't have to play sports, but you do have to make fun of other sports. So make sure that you tell the golfers, the swimmers, the cheerleaders, like cross country, track, that they're not athletes. Make sure that you tell them that the sport that they play is not a sport, because it's not. Like golf, not a sport. Cheerleading, not a sport. Swimming, no. Like, none of those sports. The only real sports that are even acceptable to play is volleyball, basketball, and football. Okay, so like those are only the sports that you can play. And if you're a boy, make sure that you file a lawsuit against the schools because they won't let you play volleyball. That's like a must, like a hands down must. So like any other like clubs or curriculars that you do, like choir or theater or any of those, you don't want to join them, because then like that just takes up too much of your free time. You don't want to like accidentally make friends in those groups either, like, because then they like want you to do things. Like if you're in theater, they're gonna want you to go to rehearsal. Like, why would you do that? Why would you go to rehearsal? That's just not smart. Yeah, you just don't want to do those, and don't. So this isn't like really a club thing, but you don't want to go on any of the field trips, like especially not career field trips, because like those are so boring, and like you don't learn anything, and you just like, you don't really want to know what you're doing with your life until you're like senior year of college. So just, you know, don't go on any of those, because then you'll like know kind of what you want to do with your life, and you don't want that. Friendship advice that I have is just don't make friends. Because yeah, they sound great, but really you don't want them, because then you like have obligations. You have to like hang out with them and like be nice to them and stuff. So if you just don't make friends, then you're fine. Well, I really hope that this helped all of the incoming freshmen, and I can't wait to hear how it worked out for you guys, how this whole, like, how my advice helped you guys. So make sure that you guys tell me down in the comments that if you've already been in school, if you wish you would have known this stuff before you started school. So give this video a subscribe and a thumbs up, and follow Ashley's social media. I thought that I'd show you the final look of the golf ball and my neck thing. Did this for a school project. I don't know if I said that in the video, but I had to do this for Zoom Learning. So this was the final look. I don't know if you cared or not. It wasn't a tutorial, but this is what it is. Also, I got fake blood all over this shirt, so great.